Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this episode of the Dan Dawson Show. I'm going to fix the camera and all that good stuff. But Beatty White passed away today. It's really disturbing. What a lot of people don't know about Beatty White is she was a World War II veteran. That's right, people. A World War II veteran. And really, the reason most people loved her was her sick sense of humor. How she just said the things she wanted to say. It's kind of what veterans do. But there's something else we share in common that I wanted to share with you. If you've been following my channel for a while, you've seen me in the backyard with my raccoons, the deer family, the squirrels, especially the squirrels. Squirrels just left me. I don't know. But Beatty White's passing hopefully will bring attention to a little known combat veterans disability. To a little known, actually, disability among people. It is what it is. That when you give and give and give, and I know this is a thing in the healthcare field, when you give and give and give, eventually you run out. So there's this thing called Sophia's pot. And Sophia's pot says, everybody has a pot that they like putting good stuff in. If you like chicken, if you like beef, if you like carrots, tomatoes, whatever, you put it into this pot. Healthcare workers have a crack in that pot, and that pot will eventually run dry unless you keep filling it up. And so this is one thing me and Beatty White share in common. And I just want to share it with you guys. Beatty White remembered as a champion for wildlife and lover of animals. Beatty always puts the animals first, a longtime friend and vet said. This is by Paul Best on Fox News. So it's actually a very true thing. I feel compassion for animals when I don't feel compassion for people. I know it sounds crazy. Let me read you the article. Beatty White, who passed away Friday at 99 years old, will be remembered by many as an iconic entertainer who charmed Americans through their television screens for decades. But she was also a passionate animal lover and lifelong advocate for animal well-being. The Golden Girls star wrote in her 2012 book, Betty and Friends, My Life at the Zoo, that she fell in love with animals at a young age after tagging along with her parents to zoos. I am a confirmed zoophile, and I particularly appreciate the positive changes that have taken place in the whole zoo community over the past few decades and the critical role they play in perpetuating endangered species, White wrote. While starting work with the Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, Los Angeles, as early as the 1940s, when she was in her 20s. Think about that, people, the 1940s. Most of you don't even know people who were born in the 1940s. Quote, Betty and I would joke that she would outlive us all. Spec LA President Madeline Bernstein said Friday. She was inspired to lend her celebrity to provide a voice for animals and brought much attention to the cause of animal welfare. We all miss our friend for life. White was involved with the Morris Animal Foundation for 50 years, serving in various roles as a trustee, board president, and spokesperson. Betty always put the animals first. In the 1990s, she suggested pain management should be an area of future research and funded the first few studies. Former Morris Animal Foundation Executive Director, Dr. Rob Hilsingworth said on Friday, today, if a veterinarian performs an elective surgery like a spay or neuter without using pain management, he could face a malpractice charge. You could thank Beatty White for that revolutionary change in the way we practice all phases of veterinary medicine today. She was also a trustee for decades at the Greater Los Angeles Zoo Association. No one is a more passionate champion of the zoo's mission to care for animals and protect them in the wild. The Los Angeles Zoo wrote earlier this year on her 99th birthday. White's longtime agent and close friend, Jeff Widges, confirmed the news of her death on Friday. She would have turned 100 on January 17th. Go back to this picture. I did not know we had that in common, but I understand. When you've been through what I've been through, you tend to care more about the animals. I used to be an avid hunter, Let me tell you this funny story. I was in Concrete, Washington, laid out with my 308, and I hear a deer walking towards me, and I'm thinking, it's gonna pass by and I'm gonna get a clear shot. It walked up and licked me. Since that day, I've never hunted another animal, ever. I don't even know if I could. But I did not know that about her. I'm assuming a lot of people didn't know that, and she kept it quiet. She wasn't like this big, I'm gonna go out and talk about it every day person. She just went and did it. And that's where we need to be as people and as Americans. We just need to go do the things we love and care about. But like, subscribe, share. And as always, in these days and times, keep your powder dry and do what you have to do.